Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do an updated contouring video for you guys. I haven't done highlighting contour video in probably over a year. So I just wanted to update it because I've kind of been playing around with some different placement lately and I've just been loving the way it's turned out, and I would love to share those little tidbits with you. So if you would like to see how I've been doing my contour and highlighting lately, then just keep watching. So I've really tucked my hair behind my ears because I want you to get a good visual of the placement. Usually when I'm applying my contour, I will just take it and go right from about here. I was watching one of Tati's videos like a long time ago. She had Scott Barnes on, and he was doing a look with contouring, and he was suggesting to start your contour lower because you don't want to accentuate your jaw. And I'm like, okay, for J-Lo, like she's got a perfect jawline, but I don't. So maybe I do want to accentuate my jaw. So for the past few weeks, I've just kind of been experimenting with placement of contour, and I've been placing it up higher here and then coming lower so that it creates kind of like a half, not a half circle, but it's a little bit more angular. It's not like a smooth line. Like I'll just, in here, I'll come down a little sharper and then just kind of hug under my cheek right here, and I don't really go past the outer corner of my eye, but it just gives you that lifted effect while still giving you room to play with your blush and your highlighter here without, like, you don't want to go straight across, so you kind of just want to come down and around. So I'm going to get into that. I'm going to use my KKW contour sticks because these are the best for placement and precision and just giving you the best control. I usually use on the daily just my Anastasia contour stick, but this Kim K is a lot more buttery. So I'm going to start at the top of my ear, and then I'm just going to come down and go under my cheek like that. And then you've just, like, I've just etched out, like, for me, that's my natural contour line anyways. Like, I see that shadow there, so I've just etched out my cheekbones. I'll do the other side. And then I'm just going to place some on my forehead. I'm placing my highlighter or concealer different as well, so I'm not going to go down as far. Usually I was going right here. I'm not going to. I'm just going to put a little bit on my nose, and also I've been putting some right here. Just rub that out a little bit now, not too much, just a little bit. And then under here, and then you can even go in your Cupid's bow a bit just to help with your pout. And I'll always do it there under my jawline. Now I'm going to take my Real Techniques brush that I was using for foundation. I love using this to blend out my contour. So you see, it just gives you that perfect high cheekbone and then room to play with your blush. Okay, I boosted myself up a bit. I felt like I was sitting pretty low. Now I'm going to go in with my concealer, and I'm just using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer today. I just want something really natural, and this is perfect for me, so I'm just going to start applying it. And I'm just going up higher with it. I'm going up higher than I normally would instead of just going straight out like that. For my nose, I'm just going to place it right on the tip. Do a little bit on your Cupid's bow. chin, and I've been loving this brush from Real Techniques just to guide where I want my concealer first, and then I'll pat it in with a sponge or my finger. So I'm just going to guide it down my nose. This I've always done, but I kind of got back into it again, so just going to guide it like that. Guide it on the top of my cheekbone. Not going to go really too much in under where my wrinkles are. Just going to stay right on top of my cheekbone. So you can drag it up. And just go in a little bit there if it's too dark, lightly. I'm just going to take a little bit more concealer and then just pat it right here. So not only going right up on the temples, but just right on the cheekbone as well. In an upwards motion, not out. I was going out like this. Now I'm going up, following that contour line. To accentuate your contour, you don't have to do this, but you can go in underneath where you applied your contour and just add a couple dots of concealer just to brighten it up underneath. I like to use a brush to kind of guide it after, just to give you a really precise line. And then you can just kind of blend it through with the brush that you used for your contour. For my bronzer, I'm just going to go in with Hoola and a smaller powder brush from e.l.f. I've just been using smaller brushes for my contour and my bronzer, just to give me more precision. And I'm just going to go right over top of where I applied my contour with my bronzer. I'll just go up on my lid and then just blend that up through to my forehead. That's going to accentuate the concealer there, and you can just blend it through a little bit so it's not a harsh line. And then just on the bridge of my nose, keeping my little bright spot there, but just on the bridge of my nose. I'm just going to take a small eyeshadow brush and my bronzer and go underneath my lower lash line. And kind of go up with a wing. That'll add to the lifted effect. concealer and your cheekbone. You're just following that same pattern and line. Go right into your cupid's bow, underneath your chin. Alright, so I applied some mascara and I tight lined with my eyeliner, and so I'm just going to take an angle brush and just go into this corner, grab a little bit of eyeliner and just follow that same line that I created with my bronzer. Just blend that through a little bit and it'll give a little bit more of a wing. Before I go in with highlighting and blush, I'm going to set my face with my Caudalie Beauty Elixir. It'll just give like a little bit more for your highlighter and blush to adhere to and just give you a little bit more of a glowy look when you apply them. First, I'm going to go in with my strobe lighting powder in Ambient Iridescent. There's so many names on the back of this hourglass container. So just a little fluffy brush, and I'm just going to go up on my cheekbones, up on my temples, blend it through the tops of my cheeks, just pat it in. This is not a really not iridescent, really sparkly, bright highlighter. It's just like a lighting powder, I think. So it just adds brightness instead of a strong highlight to the skin. For blush today, I'm going to use Milani's Luminoso, and I'm going to go in with my bigger blush brush first from Real Techniques and just start up high on my cheekbone near my temple and just kind of blend that up through. You can do the look where it's like you're just putting your blush on your high cheekbones to give you that pulled back look. I love that, but I also love it on the apple of my cheek, so I do both. Instead of just the apples of my cheeks, I try to stay up higher too, because once you get down low, that's when it kind of drags your cheekbone down. So just go all over, basically, a little bit on the bridge of my nose. And then I'm going to take a more dense brush to pick up some more pigment. And I'm going to just focus that on the tops of my cheekbones. So I'm just taking a little bit of the Hoola bronzer and I'm just enhancing the contour just a little bit and just kind of blending the blush through. And then you could just take your fluffy brush, just blend that in. Alright, this is the final look. I just think my cheekbones look way more defined just with the slightest kind of placement adjustment from right in the middle of the ear to right above the ear, and then just coming down and just hugging your cheekbones. I think it's so beautiful, and yeah, I just absolutely love it. So if you have a face shape similar to me and want to just watch the video and just try playing around with the placement, I encourage you to do so and see if it makes a difference for you, and let me know in the comments below what you thought and where you put your contour. If you have a different shaped face, where is the best spot for you to place your contour and your concealer? So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys again soon.